AnnyeongBuzz. Welcome back to the channel where we talk about everything K-pop, from breaking news to the juiciest behind-the-scenes stories. You know the drill. Grab your snacks, get comfy, because today, we're diving deep into the world of one of Twice's most iconic members. Yes, you guessed it. Our dancing machine, our eating machine, the one and only MOMO. Now, you guys probably know her as the pink-loving, dance-destroying queen of Twice. But today, we're not just going to list facts you can find on Google. Oh no, we're going to unpack her journey, the quirks that make her so lovable, and even talk about some moments that might surprise you. And along the way, I want you to tell me, what's the one MOMO moment that lives rent-free in your head? Let's see who's got the most iconic one in the comments. So let's start from the very beginning. MOMO, whose full name is Hirai Momo. By the way, Momo means peach in Japanese, which is kind of adorable when you think about it, was born on November 9th, 1996 in Kyoto, Kyoto, Japan. She's got an older sister named Hana, and get this, Momo started dancing when she was just 3 years old. Not because her parents signed her up for it randomly, but because she wanted to follow her sister. And honestly, I think it says a lot about her personality. She's someone who learns by watching, then perfects by doing. Fast forward to her teen years, she and Hana uploaded a dance video to YouTube, and fate stepped in. JYP Entertainment scouts saw it, and boom, they invited both sisters to audition. Now here's where the story gets a little bittersweet. Momo passed, Hana didn't. Imagine that. Two sisters chasing the same dream, and only one gets in. That had to be such a mix of emotions. I wonder how Momo processed that at such a young age. But maybe that's part of what fueled her determination to go all the way. She officially passed the audition on April 13, 2012, and trained for years before joining the survival show 16. Now, if you're a hardcore once, you already know this part still makes people emotional. Momo got eliminated in episode 6. And yet, JY Park himself brought her back as a Twice member because of her insane dancing skills. Like, think about that. How good do you have to be for the CEO to say, "No, I can't let this girl go"? That's Momo. And speaking of dancing, this woman is not just good, she's a machine. Her strongest style is urban dance, but she also kills it in hip-hop. And I know some of you will agree, when Momo dances, it's not just about hitting the moves. It's about how she makes you feel when she's on stage. She's one of those idols where even if you're watching a fan cam of a group performance, your eyes keep finding her. Now, outside of dance, there's another thing Momo is known for, her love of food. And when I say love, I mean love. She's basically the eating machine of Twice. Her absolute favorite? Jokbal, pig's trotters cooked in soy sauce and spices. She's also a big fan of budae jjigae, or army stew. And I have to ask, do you guys have a comfort food that no matter what's going on, instantly makes you feel better? For Momo, that's Jokbal. But here's the twist. She's allergic to dogs, and still owns 3 adorable ones named Petco, Pudding, and Lucky. That's dedication. Imagine being allergic but still choosing to love and care for them. It's like she's saying, I'm not letting biology tell me who I can love. Another fun fact, Momo has a lot of very human quirks. She can sleep anywhere, anytime, and is often the last one to wake up. She also tends to open her mouth randomly without realizing it, which honestly just adds to her charm. But here's a slightly savage one. According to Sana, Momo's hair dye fades quickly, not because of bad dye, but because she doesn't wash often. That's friendship honesty right there. Also, let's talk about her fears for a second. Momo is scared of heights, survival shows, and rides like roller coasters. And you know what? That makes her relatable. We sometimes put idols on a pedestal, but moments like this remind us they're just as human as the rest of us. She's also got this habit of being clingy to her members, hugging them, leaning on them, just generally being affectionate. And I don't know about you guys, but I think that's one of the reasons she's often called the cutest member of Twice. Now, some of you might remember her relationship with Heechul from Super Junior. They went public in January 2020, and while fans were generally supportive, the couple eventually broke up in July 2021 due to busy schedules. That's the reality of idol life. It's hard enough to maintain friendships, let alone relationships, when your career is that demanding. But despite all that, Momo keeps shining, both on and off stage. And what I love about her is that she's not just a dancer in Twice, she's built her own brand as Momo, the personality. From her raccoon doodle signature to her rainbow stuffed bear Bearing from Singapore, she has these little pieces of herself that fans hold on to. And that's powerful. Speaking of powerful, let's go back to that 16 moment. I think Momo's return says something bigger than just she's a good dancer. It's about resilience. Imagine working your whole life for something, being told you're out, and then coming back to not just succeed, but dominate. That's a life lesson right there. And Momo's story really makes me think about how unpredictable the K-pop industry is. One decision, one moment, can completely change someone's life. If JY Park hadn't decided to bring her back, Twice as we know it wouldn't even exist. I mean, think about Fancy without Momo's parts, or Feel Special without her dance break. It just wouldn't feel the same. But here's the thing about Momo. She's not the loudest or the one always trying to be in the spotlight. She shines by being herself. And that herself happens to be a mix of insanely talented dancer, lovable foodie, and someone who's not afraid to be a little goofy. Like, remember that time she admitted she doesn't like drinking water? I'm still trying to figure out how she survives with all that dancing without chugging bottles of it. And let's not skip over her work ethic. This is someone who rehearses until she gets it right, then rehearses even more to make it perfect. You can see it in every live stage, every performance. Her moves are sharp, clean, and she always makes it look effortless. And honestly, that's what separates good dancers from great performers. Now, some people might say Momo is just the main dancer of Twice, but I think that's underselling her. She's also a vital part of the group's personality and fan connection. She has this rare ability to make you feel like you know her, even if you've never met her. It's in her expressions, her interactions with the members, and even in small fan service moments during concerts. That's something you can't train. It's just natural charisma. And speaking of interactions, let's talk about her friendship with GOT7's Bam Bam for a second. Both of their moms were fans of Rain, which is hilarious and kind of wholesome. It's like they were destined to meet in the K-pop world. I think it's those kinds of cross-group friendships that make the K-pop community feel smaller and warmer. Of course, Momo's life isn't just about stages and fan meetings. She's had to deal with personal challenges too, being away from home in Japan, adjusting to Korean culture, and managing the pressure that comes with global fame. And she's done it all while keeping that bright, approachable image. That's not easy. You also can't ignore the fact that Momo has been part of so many iconic Twice eras. Whether it's her pink hair phase, her legendary TT choreo, or that look in More and More that had everyone pausing their screens, she has this way of creating moments. And moments are what fans remember years down the line. But let me throw a question to you. Do you think Momo gets enough recognition outside of UNT's circles? Like, she's obviously beloved by fans, but I sometimes wonder if casual listeners really know just how much she contributes to Twice's overall energy. I'm curious to hear your thoughts in the comments, because I think she deserves way more mainstream praise for her artistry. Another thing that stands out about Momo is how she handles being on variety shows. She's not the type to force jokes, but she'll drop these unexpected one-liners or facial expressions that just kill the audience. And then there's her hit the stage era. If you haven't seen her performances there, do yourself a favor and watch them. It's basically a masterclass in stage presence. And here's a fun little connection. She's appeared in multiple music videos before Twice even debuted, like GOT7's Stop Stop It and Miss A's Only You. It's like she was quietly building her resume before the world knew her name. That's the kind of behind-the-scenes grind people often forget about. In a way, I think Momo represents the heart of what makes Twice so successful. Yes, they have amazing visuals, catchy songs, and great marketing. But it's the members' personalities, authenticity, and the way they connect with fans that keeps people coming back. Momo's warmth, mixed with her crazy skill, is a big piece of that puzzle. And honestly, I think we can all learn something from her journey. Whether it's resilience after getting eliminated, dedication to your craft, or just finding joy in simple things like good food and pink stuffed animals, MOMO shows that success isn't about being perfect. It's about being you, consistently and unapologetically. So here's where I turn it over to you guys. I want to know, what's your ultimate MOMO moment? Is it a performance, a variety show clip, a behind-the-scenes interaction? Drop it in the comments, and let's make this a little celebration of MOMO in our own way. And hey, if you're a fellow Jokbal lover, let's hear it. Maybe we can start the AnnyeongBuzz Jokbal Appreciation Club. Because at the end of the day, MOMO isn't just part of Twice's story. She's an inspiration in her own right. And I think as fans, it's our job to make sure her story keeps being told, not just in the big moments, but in all the little ones that make her who she is.